learning all about the Q, but we also have to mention the U because most of the time U follows the Q. So today I'm going to put our new sound up, and this is the sound. Say it. Excellent job. So here's day one. We're going to go ahead and move on. So today for phonemic awareness, Ms. Campos is going to give you some sounds. You tell me what the word is. Ready? Here we go. It.
Quit.
Excellent. It.
Quit.
It.
Quit.
Good job. And try this one. It.
Quit.
Okay, your turn. Ready? Can you please segment the word queen? E, no. Qua is one sound. Let's try it again. E. Okay. Can you segment the word quit? It. Excellent. What about quest? S. Okay. And how about squid? It. Right? Good job. You guys did that great. All right, phonemic awareness is complete, and now we're going to go over our visual drill. I'm going to move this over for a second. I'm going to put my computer up here so that I'm not standing in front of you, and I'm going to move over just like this, and I'm going to have you say the sound, the letter and the sound, okay? Here we go. X spells. Good job.
Y spells U.
Good.
J spells J. W spells W. L spells R spells R. H spells K spells K. S spells E spells F. D spells B. G spells G. U spells O. C spells K.
So we don't want to say k, we just want to say k. Yep. D spells d, not duh, because if you're saying duh, you're adding two sounds. You're saying d and So we just want to say the d, okay? Let's try that again. D spells d. Excellent.
O spells O. N spells N. I spells I. S spells P spells
You're so smart. Wow. So we already did our phonemic awareness, our visual drill, and now we're going to do our auditory drill. All right, we are ready to start. The first sound, you know what I think I'm going to do? I'm going to go to the blank page and I'll write them also, okay? And then you can check your answer. Here we go. Write the letter that makes this sound. Ready? Excellent. And I see many of you did or wrote the letter X. Okay? Writes the letter that makes this sound. Y. Y. Excellent. So if you wrote the Y, you did Y. Write the letter that spells J. 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 Beautiful. Okay, so that one spells G. G. So if you wrote J, you did it correct. You guys did an amazing job. Today, for our blending drill, how many of you erased already? Go ahead and hand me your markers and your erasers. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So today for our blending drill, I am going to give you guys your magnetic letters, and I will have mine also. You're welcome. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to give you a word. We're going to tap it, and then we're going to use the letters to map it. Map it means to spell it, okay? All right, here we go. The first word we're gonna do is facts. Everybody say facts. Facts. Let's tap facts. Ready? Ax. Facts. How many sounds did you hear in facts? Three. The first sound is, grab it. Second sound is a. And my last sound is x. And this is the word facts. Let's tap it with our fingers. You guys ready? Here we go. Ax. Facts. Now we're gonna leave facts here and we're gonna do something called word chaining. Word chaining means that we're only gonna change one letter. So we gotta figure out which letter we're gonna change. We're gonna change facts into packs. Let's think about that. Let's tap it. Ax, packs. Which sound is going to change? Yes, what sound is that? So we're gonna take off the f, I'm gonna put the f away, and what sound am I gonna put here? Yes, Ethan? Excellent. And let's go ahead and finger tap it out. You guys ready? Here we go. Ax, packs. Okay, change packs to, this one's tricky, see if you can do it. Ax. Let's think about the sounds. Ax, ready? Ax. So what do I have to do? Don't shout it out. Oh, Genesis, what do I have to do to make it say ax?
We have to take off the P and
I'll
put
remove.
the to the front.
Yes, I'm gonna put a and then move over Mike's. Let's tap it. You guys ready? It's your tapping fingers. Here we go. Ax to X. Let's tap that. Let's see. X, X. So which sound am I gonna change to make it say X? Yes.
E and the N.
So what sound is that?
We're gonna change the A.
Which is what sound?
We're gonna change the A to an N.
Yep, I'm gonna change the A to an E, and now it says X. Put your finger underneath X, and let's tap it. X. What's the word? X. Excellent. Now we're gonna change X to Lex. Lex. Let's think about that. Lex. Let's tap it with our fingers. X. Lex. So what do I need to do? Go ahead and move it on your own first. Wow, Miguel, good job. Good job, everybody. All right, Miguel, what do we need to do to make it say Lex?
We have to move the E and the X.
Okay, and what's gonna be the beginning sound?
L.
What sound is that? Ooh. So I'm gonna put my ooh here, and now it says Lex. Put your finger underneath it, and let's tap it. Ooh, X, Lex. Excellent. Hey, I wanna change Lex to Lax. Let's see, let's tap it out. Ready? Ooh, Ax, Lax. Go ahead and change Lex to Lax. Ethan, what did you do to make Lex say Lax?
This is how you took over the yeah.
Oh, what sound? I want you to tell me sounds, guys.
You took away F
I took away eh,
and you added A.
and I added ah, and now it says lax. All right, let's do another one. Change lax to wax. Wax. Let's tap it first. Ready? Here we go. I want all eyes up here. Ax, wax. Go ahead and make it say wax. Wow, that was fast, Jacob. What did you do? Remember, we're talking sound. What did you do?
I changed the E.
Okay? You changed the U to a W. Excellent. Give me some knuckles because that was great. All right, let's see if he's right. Ready? Put your finger underneath it. Let's tap it. Ax, wax. Okay, change wax to wag. Wag. Tap it out. I don't see very many people tapping it out.
Wow.
this time, did we change the beginning sound or the ending sound? The ending sound. Thank you for raising your hand, because we raise our hand, right? So what am I going to change then? I'm going to change the if you say ending, and what am I going to put here? Yes.
We're gonna change the.
I already took the x or a g. Excellent job. And let's tap it now. Ready?
Yes.
W. Tap it with me. W. A. G. Wag. All right. We have two more. If I want, now I want wag to say lag. Let's tap it with our fingers this time. Lag. Ready? L. A. G. Lag. So go ahead and change what you think. Can I ask you a question first?
Yep.
Did we have to change, and raise your hand please, did we have to change the beginning sound, or did we have to change the ending sound to make it say lag? Genesis?
You change the word to the
Excellent. What? To a and now it says what? Lag. Excellent. Okay, here's the last one. The last one I'm going to let you guys do all by yourself, but I'm going to give you some directions. I want you to tap it out first, and then you can change your sounds, okay? Did you guys hear me?
Yes.
Okay, change lag to lap. Wow. Excellent job. So here's my question. Did we have to change the beginning sound, or do we have to change the ending sound?
The ending sound.
So I'm going to take off the g, because that's the ending sound. And what is the new sound I'm going to put here, Miguel? The p. Excellent job. And everybody, put your finger under the and let's tap it out. A. Oh, does this still say g? Let's try it again. Ready? Lap. Excellent. Go ahead and hand me your trays. You guys did an amazing job. I'm going to collect those. And guess what? Our blending drill is finished. We are done. I'm going to stick these right here. Thank you guys for doing a great job. So let's go over our new concept. So remember, Ms. Campos told you that today we are going to be learning all about the sound, right? Now, even though we're learning about the why do you think I have to have a U there?
So you don't say.
Right, the Q and the U come together and they work together as a team, right? So they say it, like in queen. Do it one more time. Excellent job. So where do we find the in a word? Yes. We find it at the beginning, and I'm going to show you a word. Does anybody think they know what this word says? I'm going to ask Miguel to not do that, but to look up here. What does this word say? Quiz. Let's tap it out. Quiz. Wow. We can also find it in this word. This one's a tricky word because it has an ending blend. Do you guys want to do it together? Let's do it. Ready? Let's do those two again. Quilt. Do you know what a quilt is?
Yeah.
A quilt is like a blanket, okay? All right, so we know we can find it at the beginning of a word. Okay, let's look. When I say this word or this sound, it's like putting two sounds together. It's like putting the K and the W, the K and the W together. Watch this. Say it. So I kind of blend the sounds together. Watch my lips as I do it. Ready? Can you do that? Excellent. All right. So now we're going to practice spelling the letter Q. I'm going to give you your book. So this time we are now moving to Q. So when we practice, you're going to notice in your book though, there is no U because we're just going to be practicing writing the Q. So Chief, here is where we're going to start. I'm going to put a dot where I want everybody to put their pencil. Is everybody there? I'm gonna make a complete curve all the way to the floor, back up to the top where I started. Then I'm gonna pick up my pencil and I'm gonna do like a kickstand to hold up my cue, right? My cue needs a kickstand, and boom. You know when you're riding a bike and you don't want to put your bike on the ground? So you put your kickstand out and it holds your bike up, right? Has anybody seen that before?
Yeah.
Okay, well we can pretend that this is like a kickstand to hold the cue up, okay? Let's try it again. I'm gonna get a different color. Where do we start? We start at the top. We're gonna go around to the floor, back up, stop, and then I'm going to put my kickstand up. There it is. How many of you did that already? Okay, I'm gonna allow you now to work on making your cues. Beautiful. When you're done tracing, I want you to try 3 capital cues on your own, okay? So I'm gonna do it one more time. I start at the top, I come around, I go down to the ground, back up, and then I kick down right here, okay? Excellent, beautiful. Nice cues, wow. I'm ready to move on. You guys did a great job. All right, let's go ahead and look at our lowercase cue. So for our lowercase cue, I'm gonna go back to blue. I'm gonna put a dot where I want you to start. Does everybody see that dot?
Yes.
Okay, watch me first. I don't want you to go yet, okay? I'm gonna do I'm in the middle line. I'm gonna do a curve to the bottom. I'm gonna go back up, back down, and I'm going to kick up. Okay? Now your cue looks a little bit different. And it's okay because sometimes you're going to come across different letters that look different. Your cue is going to do this, come back, and kick straight up like that. And that's okay. That's still a cue also. Okay? All right. Go ahead and hand me your book. Thank you. I'm going to hand you guys on your paper. When you hand me your book, I'll give you your paper that has our practice words on it. You can hold on to that.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. How many of you put your name on it already? All right, you should have a blue and a red at your in your little pencil holder. Addison, I'm going to give you a blue and a red. All right, let's look at our first word. So what I'm going to do right here is I see my cue U, my qua, right? I see my short vowel. Now listen, my Q and my U, I'm not going to mark my U as a regular vowel because U and the U are 2 letters, but they only make 1 sound, okay? So I want you to get your blue. We're going to go ahead and mark 1 sound. So I'm going to show you. Even though there's a Q and a U, I'm only going to make 1 blue dot because I wanted to say not no. It just says I'm going to grab my red for my short vowel, and then I'm going to grab my blue for my blend at the end. I see my blend. So how many sounds does this word have? Does anybody know? Genesis? 4. Even though we see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 letters, we know it only has 4 sounds because these 2 letters right here only make 1 sound. Watch Miss Campos when I read this word. I don't want you to do anything. I just want you to watch me. Can you guys watch up here? Okay, when I read this word, I go west. Can you do that? West. Excellent job. All right, I'm going to do the next one. put up all the words, and this is what you have, and this is what we just did right now, quest, okay? Let's go up here. So I'm gonna get my blue, I'm gonna mark my, I'm gonna get my red, I'm gonna mark my it, and I'm gonna go back to my blue because T is a consonant, right? And then I'm gonna get my pencil. Does everybody have their pencil ready?
Yes.
And we're gonna blend through the sounds as we read the word together, okay? Here we go. Put your pencil on the first sound and let's do it together. It, quit. Good job. All right, let's do the next one. So I'm gonna go ahead and get my blue. Do I put a dot under the Q and the U?
Yes.
I do?
No.
No. How many sounds does the Q and the U make?
One.
Just one sound. So I'm gonna put my dot right here. And then my L gets a dot and my T. I see there's a blend there. Then I'm going to get my red for my short vowel and I'm going to put it right there. How many sounds does this word have?
5.
5? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do I see 5 sounds? No. If I was to count the letters, it's 5 letters, but guess what? The Q and the U only make one sound. Ready? Get your pencil, we're gonna blend through it. Here we go. You guys ready? Okay, let's do it. Quilt. Quilt. Good job. Quilt. All right, let's do the next one. So the next one, once again, I see my, that only gets 1 because it makes one sound.
We do it?
Yeah. Oh, we already did this one, right? I'll do it again. It's okay. I'll do this one for you because we already did this one. But can you read it with me?
Yeah.
You think you guys can read the word with me?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do it. Ready? Here we go. Quest. What's the word?
Quest.
Okay, let's do the next one. All right, here we go. Q-U, how many sounds does that get? 1. I'm gonna make it a little bit bigger. Then I need my T and my S, and I have my short vowel. I'm gonna grab my pencil now. Everybody have their pencil ready?
Yeah.
All right, let's blend through it. Ready? Here we go. Quits. What's the word? Quits. Say it. Quits. Okay? Now look at this one. This one's a little different. Why is this one a little different? Does this one start with a No. What sound does it start with? S. That's not the sound though. What sound? Now I have a question for you. Is that a consonant or a vowel?
Consonant.
It's a consonant, so it's going to be my blue. My Q-U goes together, so that's one sound. And my D is one sound. I'm going to grab my red, and I'm going to go ahead and mark my short vowel. How many sounds do we have here? How many sounds? 4. Good job, Addison. You're counting the letters. You're going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 letters. But that's not the question I asked. I said how many sounds. Listen to me. Listen to me. Watch. Watch. It. That's 4 sounds. Okay? Try that with me now. Ready? It. Squid. Okay, grab your pencil and we're going to blend through it. You guys ready?
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Squid. What's the word?
Squid.
We are done. We're just going to read our words now. You guys ready? Point to the first word. Let's read it. Quit. Next word. Wilt. Next word. West. Next word. Quit. And our last word. Squid. You guys did an amazing job. Good.